Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for April the 3rd. I'm going to be pulling one card per sign. So if you know your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign, you can get a little bit of information from those. If you know your full house situation, which if you know your rising sign, you should know all your houses, then you can actually pull quite a bit of information about your day from a quick little video like this. Thank you guys very much for being here. I appreciate all the support on my channel. Thank you for the feedback down in the comments, for the likes, and for the shares. And of course, thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions from me. It is because of all of you guys' support that I'm able to continue to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Aries, what we have coming up here is the Nine of Coins showing up in reverse. This just tells me that there's somebody that you're missing. Somebody that you're missing today, Aries. Next up, let's look at Taurus. King of Pentacles showing up here for Taurus. This really is, you in your highest denomination of your energy, basically. So this just means that you are, I feel like for a lot of you, you're taking the things that you have and you're figuring out how to use those things to create more of what you actually want in your life, more security in some form or fashion in your life. Okay, so that's Taurus. Next up, let's look at Gemini. Gemini's Wheel of Fortune. We like it, we like it, we like it. This just means that whatever it is that you're doing today, things are falling together a little bit more easily than they usually do. So that's always wonderful. Also a good day to ask for a raise or a promotion because you're being viewed with favor. Cancers. Page of Swords showing up in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Cancers, this really tells me that you are digging for information. A lot of you are digging for information about a person. You may have somebody that you're interested in knowing more about. You may be asking mutual friends about that type of thing. Or you may be doing research. Maybe you're writing a book, a biography. I don't know. But digging for information, and I feel like for most of you, this information is about a person specifically. Next up, let's look at Leo. Leos, we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is an interesting card because it always comes with good advice about how to get out of this energy. So the Eight of Swords, when it shows up, tells me that you could really be overthinking something and having a hard time finding a way to find a solution in whatever this is that you're overthinking. And so with that being the case, the best advice here is that really this problem that you're having moving forward has a lot more to do with your perspective than what's actually going on in the tangible world around you or in your experience. So best thing that you can do is try to be more objective in how you look at this situation, because if you can look at it in an objective way, you will find more of a more reasonable solution that allows you to move forward. And if you're having a hard time seeing it in an objective way for yourself, then you may want to talk to somebody who's a little bit more objective about this and see what their reaction is to that, because that can give you a clue where you're actually limiting yourself. But it has to be somebody objective, and it can't be somebody who is, a yes man or a yes woman. I shouldn't do that yet. Let's Leo. Next up, Virgo. Queen of Cups showing up for Virgos. Virgos, I feel like you're going to be interacting with somebody who can very much feel like a mother hen type of personality. Whether this is a mother hen to you or a mother hen to others around you in your sphere of influence. But I actually kind of feel like this person being a mother hen type personality, whether they're male or female, I feel like this is a little bit annoying to you today. I feel like you may be wanting them to pay attention to you or to talk to you more or pay more attention to the ideas that you have. And this person's the expectations from the people around this person for her to be the mother hen, because she's kind of, she's in that role, is going to take away from their time that they actually have to spend with you. And so I feel like that may be a little bit annoying for you today. Next up, let's look at Libra. Libra, Libra. Seven of Cups showing up here. This just tells me that you are looking at all your options right now and working on what is it that I could do that would actually improve my life? What do I need to focus on? Okay. Next up, let's look at Scorpio. Wow, those of us with Scorpio placements, we got our own card here. Transformation, death and rebirth. I would never label a card just as death. I think that just intimidates a lot of people when it shouldn't. Bum, 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 bum. Huh. So for me, the death card talks about this idea of a transformation that we're going through, where we are recognizing something toxic within ourselves or within our perception as we look out at the world, and we are beginning to change that perception. It's interesting to me because normally I consider this to be a process. This is something that is ongoing and takes a lot of time normally, but this feels like today our perception is changing really quickly, and so how we interact with the situation is changing really quickly as well. Interesting how that showed up. Next up, let's look at Sagittarius. Three of Wands on reverse, Sagittarius. You've got a friend that's jumping up and down on your last nerve today. Somebody getting on your nerves. Somebody that you consider a friend actually getting on your nerves. Capricorn, Capricorn. Ace of Swords showing up in reverse. This just means that you're passing along good information to somebody in your sphere of influence. Whether it's one somebody or 1,000 somebodies, but passing along good information to someone in your sphere of influence. Aquarius. King of Cups showing up in reverse. Aquarius. Is this Aquarius or someone they're interacting with? Somebody you're interacting with. Okay, so you're interacting with a King of Cups type personality. Today, what do I feel about this person that you're interacting with? I feel like they're not very happy about something, but they're sort of keeping that on the down low. I don't think they're coming out and saying that. I do think that without saying that exactly, they are trying to manipulate a situation into something that they would be more happy with. And I think that whatever this manipulation is that they're working, it's more of a subtle thing. It's more about changing the emotions of people around them so that those emotions are more in alignment with theirs and action will be taken. In other words, it's manipulation, if you want to shorten that up. Okay, and that was who? That was for Aquarius, somebody you're interacting with. Next up, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, you've got a Queen of Wands showing up in reverse. Queen of Wands on reverse just tells me that Pisces, you may be feeling a little bit unenthused about nurturing or encouraging somebody in your sphere of influence today. You may feel like you've put enough energy and effort into nurturing or encouraging them, and now, by golly, why aren't they standing on their own feet yet? That may be how you're feeling, but definitely lack of enthusiasm, lack of energy for continuing on with encouraging, uplifting, helping somebody in your sphere of influence. This can also be a creative block too that's coming in right along with that, kind of because of the emotions you've got going on. You could also be having a creative block that keeps you from doing those things that you actually want to do for yourself in your own life, just because of this I think you're kind of I think you're kind of holding in these emotions about not having that much energy towards helping somebody, and they're becoming a little bit toxic for you. So you want to find a healthy way to release them so that then you can move forward with your own projects. Okay? So that's what I've got. Thank you guys very much for being here. I do appreciate it. And if I don't see you in person, or at least over Skype or over the phone between now and the next video, then I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.